In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, dear friends and fellows in Pakistan, every success seeker must understand one thing. This one thing is that if at all we are determined to succeed, committed to be happy, to be successful, and we are also adopting the style of the winners, means the habits, the attitudes, the right attitudes. I'm talking about the right attitude because the right attitudes are based on the right thinking. If at all we are determined to succeed, if at all we are determined to lead a happy and a dignified life, all what is needed is that we need to be very much committed to it. We need to be very much committed to it. Mean it is we ourselves actually, it is we ourselves actually who are going to make ourselves a successful person or an unsuccessful person, a happier person or an unhappier person. Actually it is not in the long run, it is not the assistance of the people which is actually going to make us a successful person, and it is not actually the resistance of the other people which is going to make us a failed person. None of these two, the primary, the basic or the decisive role is going to be played by we ourselves. The decisive role here in this respect is going to be played by we ourselves and nobody else. Means it is our own responsibility to seek the cooperation of the people in moving forward. It is my and your own responsibility and no one else. And likewise, means if at all somebody is trying to engage us negatively, if at all somebody is trying to fight, to squabble, to resist us, now it is my own responsibility and your own responsibility not to get engaged with those people in a kind of a fight, in a kind of competition, the competition of the negativity. We should never ever engage into something like this one. Here too we need to control ourselves. Here too a sort of self discipline is needed. Self discipline on the one hand, right thinking, right attitudes on the other hand. And this is something. There are two things which are essential for our success, for our happiness, for our good and dignified life. First of all, we need to come out of our comfort zone. We don't need to stay in our comfort zone at all. We don't need to stay in our comfort zone at all. We need to conquer it. We need to defeat it. We need to overcome it. We need to control it. We need to manage it. We need to manage our our don't need to become, we should never ever become a self-indulgent person. Never ever become a self-indulgent person, because a self-indulgent person actually means the lack of discipline in the life, the lack of control over oneself. The lack of control over oneself is going to make it certain and definite that we are going to fail, and we are going to fail miserably in our life. We are not going to have a kind of dignified life at all. So the dignity in the life, it depends upon how how much self discipline we do have over ourselves. And we need to keep ourselves out of our comfort zone. We need to keep ourselves out of the comfort zone. And the second thing is that never ever engage somebody negatively. Never ever. Either in their presence or in their absence. Even if we are negative about somebody in their absence, sooner or later it will reach them. And once it does, the retaliation will come. They will take revenge actually. And this taking revenge, there is 100 times more noxious, dangerous, painful, and harmful effect. That is, negativity actually poisons our mind and the whole of our system, then whole of our nerves, our system, then even if at all the person towards whom we are negative does not listen, to us. This is the trouble. We must not be indulging in anything like this one. Either engage the people in a positive manner or to ignore them. If at all they are not cooperative, ignoring them is the best possible revenge. Ignoring them is the best possible revenge. Here, I think we need to act in an intelligent manner. The things we have discussed here, I think these things are going to become our basic principles of the life. And these things are going to actually make us successful and a happy human being. Thank you. Jazakallah.